Today our program is find the maximum of three numbers b greater than c. If yes, then we have to print some statement under this if block, and if this is false then we have to create an else statement, and under this else statement we will print. In our last class we learned how to create a if else statement. Today our program is find the maximum of three numbers. So let's first understand this flow. So our program start here, then we will take input. So we have to find out maximum of three numbers, right? So we have to create three variable and we will take input under a, b and c, three input variable. Now we have to find out what is the maximum number. So first we will consider a and b. So if a greater than b, this condition satisfied, then that will go this side, and if that condition not satisfied then that will go this side, right? So we know if we use if condition, so there is two part, one is if block and another one is else block. So if a greater than b, so under if block we again consider is a greater than c. That's mean we already consider a greater than b and we found that a is greater than, that's why it's yes. Now we will check if a greater than c. If a greater than c, that's mean in between these three a is the maximum number, and if it's a yes then we will print a as a maximum number. If no, then we will print c as a maximum number. So this is basically if a greater than b, that's mean if we create a conditions if a greater than b, so under if block we have to write this side of statement. But let's say if a is not greater than b, that's mean b is the bigger number, so that's mean it will go to the else block, right? Now if it's go to the else block, so that's mean under this else block we can understand that b is the bigger number. Then we will again consider b with c. So again you can see here another condition, is b greater than c. If b greater than c, then we will print the maximum number is basically b. But if that conditions false, that's mean if it's go to the else block, then we have to print that c is the bigger number. So this way we can create our Java program in Eclipse. So let's go to the Eclipse first. So I have already opened my Eclipse. Now under this com.demo.condition package, I will create this program. Okay, so how to create that? So right click, then new, then class. So what is my class name? Let type the class name is maximum number, and then check this public static void main, then finish. Now you can see my maximum number class is ready, and this is come under com.demo.condition package. Now let's remove this unwanted statement and save it by Ctrl S. Now double click here to make a wider view. Now go to this slide again. Now what is our first step? Our first step should be creating three variable a, b, c and then taking the input. So to take the input we will use the help of scanner class. So first we will create three input variable, then we will create some scanner class instance to take the value from user. So let's do that. So first create three integer variable a, b, c. Then next step, create a scanner class instance. So scanner sc is equal to new scanner, and under that system.in. Now we have to import the package, right? So click here, then double click import scanner java.util. These options, double click here, so it will automatically import the package here, right? Now we have to collect the value from user under a, b and c variable, but first we have to give the some statement to user so that user can understand what he has to perform. So create three statement, enter first number, enter second number, then enter third number. Now once user get this type of statement, he will enter some value, right? And we have to collect that value under a, b and c variable. So how to do that? We know we have to take the help of scanner class. So a is equal to sc is basically scanner class instance, then these are basically integer type variables. So next int. Similar way we have to take second input under b, so b equal to sc dot next in, and third number we have to collect under C variable. So C equal to AC dot next int. Now here you can see we have collect first, second and third number under A, B and C. Now what is our next statement? Let's go to that flow again. So our input statement is done. Now we have to create a if conditions, if A greater than B, and that will be two part. One is if part and another one is else part. So if part will become this side and else part will become this side. So that's mean first we will create if A greater than B, else this part, right? So let's create a conditions A greater than B. So if A greater than B, then a block where we will write some logic, and if this statement is false then we have to write another block that will be else. So our two part is done. One is yes part, another one is no part for A greater than B. Now if you check, I have created this if statement. So if I segregate this with left and right part, so this right part will become under if block and the left part will become under else block. So let's work with if part first. So if A greater than B, then again we have to check if A greater than C. If that is okay, then we will print A as a maximum number, and if it is false then it will print C as a maximum number. So let's do it in Eclipse. So under this if block again we have to check another conditions. If A greater than C, then we have to write a statement that yes, A is maximum number. If this is false, then we have to write another statement under else block that C is maximum number. So let create two statements here. So our first statement says that maximum number is A because A is greater than B, and then again it's check A is greater than C. That's mean A is the maximum number. But if A is greater than B and then it's check that A is not greater than C, that means C is the maximum number, right? So create another statement here that maximum number is C. So this is our right side part in our flow. So our right side part is done. Then we have to create a logic for our else block, that is basically our left side. So under else block what we have to do, we have to first create a condition if B greater than C. If that is okay, that means B is the bigger number, so we have to print that B is the maximum number, else we have to create an output statement that C is the maximum number. So what is our else block conditions again? So this is basically if B greater than C. So here we have to create a conditions if B greater than C. If yes, then we have to print some statement under this if block, and if this is false then we have to create an else statement, and under this else statement we will print that C is the maximum number, right? So here you can see if B greater than C, that means we have to write an statement that B is the maximum number. So you can see I have write system.out.println, and here I have written that B is maximum number. But if B is not maximum number, that means C is the bigger number. So we can create that statement here, and here we can write that maximum number is C. Now save this file using Ctrl S. Now let's check this logic again. Now if you check here, if A greater than B, that means if A is bigger number, okay, so this will come under this if block, okay. So if A is greater than B, then we have to check if A is again greater than C or not. So here I am checking if A is greater than C. If A is greater than C, that means A is greater than B as well as C. So that's why I have given a statement maximum number is A. But if A is greater than B, and then again if we check that A is not greater than C, that means C is the bigger number, and if this statement false then it will come under else block, and we will write a statement that C is the maximum number. Now let's check if A greater than B, this statement false, that means A is not greater than B, B is the bigger number, so that means it will come in this else block. So in this else block we consider that B is the bigger number, but again we have to check that B is greater than C or not, right? Because our third number is basically C. So here we have check under this else block that B is greater than C. If B is greater than C, then we will print the maximum number is B. But if this statement is false, that means if C is bigger than B, then we have to write C is a maximum number, and where it will go in this else block, because this statement will get false because C is maximum number. So B is not greater than C, so it will come here, and here we can print the maximum number is C. Now save this file using Ctrl S. Now double click here and run by click on this button. So here you can see system asks me first number. So make first number as 30, then enter. Asking second number, let's say it's a 20, then enter. Then asking the third number, let's say 10. So that's mean first number is maximum number here, right? So if I enter here, it should print maximum number is 30. So let make a enter, and you can see our output come maximum number is equal to 30. So here I have given first number as a maximum number. Now let's create another run and create the second statement or second number as a maximum number. Let's run it again. So let's say first number is 10, second number is 40, and third number is 20. So that's mean our second number is maximum number here, right? So if you enter here, system give us that maximum number is basically 40. Now let's make the third number as a maximum number. So let's run it again and make first number as 10, second number as 20, and third number is 30. So 30, that is means our third number, and this is bigger number, right? So if I enter again, so system will give me maximum number is equal to 30. So this means our logic is working properly. And what is our logic? So our logic is basically lies under this if else block. Now you can also check here that under if I have written another if, right? So I am nesting the if statement here. So this type of statement is also called nested if else. Okay, so using this logic we can create a program to find out maximum of three numbers.
I believe this video has helped you to understand about the topic. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on the bell notifications and select all so that you don't miss any video from this channel.